All right, this is guitar or banjo stand. Outrageous.
I found this.
Yeah.
I actually did some Craigslisting in the last week or so and found some things.
Did you see my guitar that's on Craigslist right now?
You put a guitar on Craigslist?
I should have put that on my What's New, but I didn't. Maybe I'll do it next episode. This is guitar or banjo stand outrageous. One-of-a-kind guitar stand handmade by Foggy Mountain Forge in British Columbia. This unique piece of art would be superb for an electric guitar.
PRS Dragon.
Amazing detail. Check out the snake at the dragon's tail.
The rebar like vertical beam that they welded in.
Yeah, the snake at the dragon's tail, that looks like dumb.
It looks terrible. This whole thing to me looks terrible in a really bad way. It looks like the kind of like. Here, I'm going to paint a picture of the type of person.
It looks better with the guitar than banjo.
That's true, but it still doesn't look great. Like the type of like this would go in the house of someone who's like an aunt in her mid-50s, doesn't really have a good sense of style.
I kind of like it.
Kind of like was gothic in her teens.
I kind of like it.
You like this?
I mean, for $5.50, that's kind of a steal.
You think it's a steal for $5.50? It's made out of steel.
The wings and everything, the copper wings.
I hate that the wings are copper. They look like seaweed.
A lot of work went into this.
They look like kelp. The head.
This might be a one-of-a-kind piece, though.
No, this is definitely one of a kind.
Yeah.
There's only got to be one of these. No one does this twice.
I think every Prisma guitar will come with this.
Oh my gosh! Now you're gonna build a guitar in tribute to this.
I don't even feel like I can roast this at this point. I feel like you guys.
I feel like most of the work went into the face of the dragon. Because it's like a three-dimensional thing with nostrils and a bunch of teeth and a tongue.
That's
and
cast.
Eye sockets and like ears and these horns. And then the rest of the body is just a bent piece of rebar.
You know who this is for?
And then it's got legs and feet.
You know who this is for?
Who is this for?
Harry Hamlin.
Who's Harry Hamlin?
He played the dude with the shield, Perseus, in the original Clash of the Titans.
Oh.
Because that's what this looks like, is an animatronic from freaking Clash of the Titans.
Oh, yeah, totally does.
In 1981.
Or it kind of looks like one of those creatures from, like, Nightmare Before Christmas or something.
Yeah, with, like, the skinny arms.
Mm-hmm.
This definitely does look better with the guitar.
This would definitely be worth more if it was commissioned by Tim Burton.
Yeah, honestly, like, this person should just take the guitar part off and just sell the sculpture. Actually,
I would be for that.
No.
I would be for that. Like making a weird garden sculpture. I still really.
Would you put this in your front yard, Ryan? If it was just a garden sculpture?
No way. If the wings were black, I would like this more.
Honestly, I don't know who else gonna buy this, but it just like belongs in like a really specific castle home.
You definitely have to have a castle themed home. Yeah. You have to have tapestries. And like stacked blocks of stone, and like a place for archers to hang out and shoot arrows from.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But it also is huge. This looks huge, right? Like,
yeah,
look how far off the ground the guitar is. You have to go look at the picture links in the episode description right now to see this thing. The guitar looks like it's easily like 2 feet off the ground, and then the dragon extends another 2 feet above it. Or maybe 1.5 feet above it or something like that. It just takes up a ton of space.
Or like if someone loves Game of Thrones, maybe this is the stand.
Yeah, this is... I don't know any Games of Thrones, like, inside jokes, so
neither do I.
I've got nothing.
All you need to know...
I just know that people like it a lot.
I know people say winter is coming, but there's like no winter joke here with this guitar
All you
stand.
really need to know about Game of Thrones is that show is all about incest.
Okay, that doesn't help this ad either.
It doesn't. It doesn't help.
Ooh, things just got a little weird.
Just saying. Just keeping it.
But like a normal
real.
guitar stand, the guitar is sitting almost on the ground. And then the top of the guitar stand ends somewhere mid-neck on the guitar. Like this thing has the guitar way up off the ground, and then the head of the dragon is way above the headstock of the guitar. I feel like it's just way too much to have in a house. You might as well have a wall hanger at this point. It's taking up too much space is what I'm saying. It's ugly and it takes up too much space. And it's too expensive.
I don't think anyone cares that it takes up too much space. If they buy that, they're like, I want it to be bigger and better.
They probably do want it to be bigger.
Who made this? Can I have another?
They're mad. They're mad that the dragon isn't like big enough for them to sit on.
Yeah. Oh no. It could be even more elaborate. Like, what if the stand was the dragon that held the guitar, but its tail like wrapped around and turned into like a seat that you sat on to play the guitar?
Gosh.
I feel like
and
that
then like
would
on
make
the
more
other side,
sense.
and then on the other side, there's like the arms of the dragon hold your amplifier for you.
Yeah, like something like a whole kit, and you're like, wow, this is all I need for my jam space is like this one piece, and like, yes, I'll pay like
It holds everything.
$3,500.
And then like the tail like loops around, and you build your pedal board on it.
yeah, like something, just like to keep it going.
And then there's outlets a few different places on the back of the dragon to plug into.
yeah, and there's like a sinusoid cable running through the cast metal.
Oh my god!
So literally nothing ever has to be adjusted.
You just walk in the room. There's a giant metal dragon. It's holding your guitar and your amp and your pedals.
You don't
and you're just
even-
ready to go.
Actually, it's holding it sideways too, so you don't even have to have like a strap or anything.
Yeah, you just walk up
You just walk up
behind
to
it.
it and play it, and then walk away.
It's like holding the guitar sideways, so you have to like duck in between its arms, and it's like the dragon is holding you and the guitar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like it's like snuggling you. That's the ultimate dream here: to get snuggled by a dragon while you play guitar.
Well,
Do we have
need
anything
to
else?
find this artist because we have some serious
If this
ideas
is-
to throw at him.
If this was $550, this contraption we've just come up with is going to cost like $10,000.
It's more than the guitar.
I think
What
that's the
guitar's even
biggest
on this?
problem with
It looks
this
like
ad.
a cheap Yamaha. That's got to be like a $200 guitar, right? I'm throwing shade at Yamaha right now.
I mean, maybe,
So-
maybe 250. I don't know.
I mean, it's no gold wing, right?
No, it's not.
Copper wing.
It's a copper wing. The dragon has copper wings. Did we ever figure out if it's Yamaha or Honda that makes a gold wing? I'm pretty
No.
sure it's
Maybe the guy's trying
Honda.
to like show that any
he-
guitar looks even better
Held
in
by
this stand.
held by a dragon.
Yeah.
He did have a banjo in there. Do you think banjo players
That
is
just
a
seems
market
like
for this?
no. That's what
Oh,
I
it
was
is
saying.
Honda.
That's why I think it's just a lot of.
I knew it was Honda. My dad owned a gold wing. I knew it was Honda. Dad's owned gold wings. That's a fact.
I feel like what really should be happening is there should be like some super heavy metal guitar being held by the dragon.
It should have
Like,
like
no banjo guy's gonna want this.
Sponsored by
or
Gwar.
maybe they would because like folk art or something.
it's folk art people aren't into dragons like this.
That's
This
what
is
I
like
figured.
very goth and scary looking.
Is that scary to you?
I'm afraid. You're not afraid of that
Are you
dragon?
gonna have a nightmare tonight?
If that dragon was alive, you wouldn't be afraid of it, Steve. You'd be afraid of that dragon.
It's kind of skinny. I think I could fight it.
Snakes are skinny.
I think I could fight a snake.
Well, joke's on you because I have a snake right here.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! It's fighting Steve. Steve is fighting.
Ah!
Steve is fighting the snake. And Steve is losing. The snake is beating Steve.
So I'm the new host of the show.
Steve has been replaced by Nick, who just murdered Steve with a snake.
That joke's on you right now.
All right, let's talk about you, Nick. We've done this.